Ah, right. We're recording. Yes. Right, again, I'm still going through a lot of videos. Obviously some of them record with other camera equipment and going through the editing suite. But again, this one is another one I felt that I wanted to publish before. You have seen it. It's a set that I did. Well, how can I put it? You saw a little mini video because my daughter and I had it in my old place and we set it up and she was playing with it, and you have seen it in a previous video. So I thought I better do a little bit of a mini review of it. It's obviously an old set. It's before my time because this is the 1980s catalogue. The Hornby Railway's 1980s catalogue. That belt is that brings back memories for me, because during, obviously when I was growing up, I had a lot of models with this belt that wraps round. So a lot of models that I had when I was younger had this logo on. Right, let's get it out of the, obviously, you know, I keep my catalogues, I've got all of them, and I keep them all in a protective film. Wow. This is a rather impressive catalogue, I do like it. Look at that. Look at that layout, that's, wow, and it goes further beyond here as well. It's big, it's quite a large layout actually. Yeah, that's an impressive layout. I do like that. You can have hours of fun. As you've got the station in the middle and there's something else over here. Oh dear. Look at the carpet. Actually, I had something similar in my parents' house when I was young. So yeah, it brings back memories. It really does. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. Another exciting thing as well. The APT. Yes. And I do have an original APT from the 80s. Mine's with the black surround. It's a pack, not a set. There's a few sets this year. Some of them pretty impressive. We've got another Duchess mail train set. Looked at something similar in the 90s. I think it was 90. When was it? 93, yeah. We looked at not so long ago. This one's a mail set, same as what I showed you. And it looks like it's got an extra coach in this one. Definitely didn't work very well with the incline piers. Oh, that was frustrating actually. I didn't enjoy that. Obviously, it does work without the incline piers because obviously the rolling stock doesn't fall off. And that was my only gripe with that set. Right. It doesn't depict it in a big picture. Oh, now. And there's something really interesting in here that I wouldn't mind looking at. And that is the R544 King size set. And it's new for that year. Oh, look at that. And it's yeah, these, that brings me on to something. This is the control units that me and my cousin used to use. And up here, you can mount the levers to operate your accessories. So yes, that brings back memories for me as well. That's quite a considerable set. If I'm lucky, look at that. It's quite a difficult set to get hold of, but That might happen. Don't quote me to it. I may know someone I can get my hands on that. Right, I'm rabbiting on again. The set that we are looking at is the R541 Intercity 125 set. There it is. And like I said, you have seen it in previous videos I made. I had it set up in the old place on the floor, and my daughter and I are playing around with it. So yeah. Right, let's have a look at the set, shall we? Take the catalogue off shot. I'm not going to bother pausing it as I bring this set on, and obviously I've got to unwrap this, so I'm going to have to do a jump cut. Yeah, I like to keep my sets all protected so it doesn't wear at the sides, so I wrap them in bubble wrap. I forgot that I left it in here. Right, please bear with me. Right, I've taken out the bubble wrap. Just another thing as well, bring the catalogue back on. This set, our 541 Intercity 125 set, was new for 1980. There were previous versions in the 70s, but this one was new. I think it's because it had an extra coach, and obviously the packaging has changed, and you get a cardboard tunnel and a newer controller. I think that's how it was, if I remember correctly. So yes, and I got to have an admission on this. I am afraid I don't have the cardboard tunnel and the record. You used to get, yeah, that's another thing as well. A record. I could get hold of one. I was planning on doing that, getting the cardboard tunnel and the record. It is possible, so I can keep this set complete. Yeah, within this pack, that's what you're supposed to get. And it's Bernard Cribbins, I think his name is. The guy famous on the TV adverts during the period, during the 70s and 80s, early 80s. He made many adverts for Hornby. And yeah, he got, how can you put it, he's the one that brings in, I'm Hornby sized. And he was miniature, and he was walking around the layout as a miniature person, and you could get someone was stuck on the level crossing, and he used to have to push the car off the level crossing and try and get this HST to stop because he couldn't move the car. And obviously he's a comedian as well. Yes, brings back so many memories, and I do remember watching some of these adverts. What else can I say? Yeah, there was one with he hid in a brake van, or is it a goods wagon? It was something with a sliding door anyway, and a cat was going across the layout. If you haven't seen those adverts, look them up, Hornby ads, and yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. Especially if my younger viewers don't know what I'm on about. Yeah, look them up. They're interesting. Good advertisement deployed for Hornby Railways during that period of time. So, without further ado, what shall we do? There are our 541 Intercity 125 set. Obviously, made in England. Hornby Hobbies. Made in England. What else have we got? If I just turn, I've got to be careful not to. I do like the box. The box is in reasonable condition, and obviously they're introducing this control unit, which belongs in this set. I'm sure, yeah, it is in this set. Yeah. Right, I have to be careful because some of the track does move out, so please bear with me. I'll try. The box is in reasonable condition. I've seen a lot worse. Slider out. Obviously, the cellophane has come away. That's how it came to me. So I'm going to take the cellophane off, but it's still there. It's still all intact. It's just come unglued from the box, which happens, I'm afraid. It's an old set. The box is in quite reasonable condition, you know. Excuse the postman's just been. I've got this paperwork, but it doesn't really relate to the set I'm looking at. I don't know. It's what I got in this. Some of it is this is a 70s production. Although I think the seller must have modelled it up, but the service sheet does depict the ring-filled motor and the motor used in this set. Again, they're generic. They are generic instructions. So I think this one is, yeah, it was. I think it got muddled up with something else. R847. Obviously, I'm going to have to look up. 15th of the 8th. And it's just got 19. I don't know. The stamp's a bit messed up. But this doesn't have anything to do with the. This is from a 70s production. I know that because of the style of the logo, and obviously it says 76 there. It's a 76 R857. So that's another instructions to another model. Does this belong to 54th edition? Hornby Railways service dealer network again. We've seen these before. Wow. And obviously a bit about the power clip. So I think these belong to the set. And the uncoupler and everything else, yeah. I think this belongs to the set. These. And there's something about, yeah, there you are. That's what I'm on about. That control unit. And then that's what we did. We had stacks of these levers on top so we can operate remote control points and other accessories. It made it neat, so it was all in one place, you see. But we had to label which point was which, so we remembered. Yeah, remote point operating. Yes. That brings back memories. Lots of fun. Myself and my cousin during the 80s and 90s had lots of fun. Obviously with my uncle as well and a few other family members. That's what we used to do. Right, let's get this paperwork to the side. That shouldn't be there. Ah, yeah. I know you got this with it. Yeah. I think 1979, I think they brought this out. It's a live steam Lifesteam Rocket 3.5-inch gauge. I've seen people on YouTube run this. Rather impressive. It is rather impressive. It's nice to have it. Right, there's the paperwork. Right, let's have a look at the set, shall we? Obviously, we got the uncoupling ramp included in this set. Yeah, I believe we've got extra track in here as well. This is quite a large overall that's depicted within this set, and there's something else that I like about this set. I wish Hornby did it a little bit more. My preference is this. I know it's steel track, and yes, I have used this. I've cleaned it up. You can see it is not as grubby as some of the other track. Obviously, this was literally grubby, and I've scrubbed it, and it still seems to be okay. So hopefully, we should be alright with it. But if we turn it over, sorry for catching the tripod. Try and get it. Am I the right way around? It might be just be me. There we are. I still concentrate on the background. 607 Hornby, Austria. So it's obviously still made in Austria. But the thing is, it's R607, so this is second radius curve. That's the bit that I'm trying to get at. This is second radius, so it's a little, it's not first. This is second, so it's a lot more gentle. Yes, I like that. It makes all the difference. I prefer second as a minimum radii. That's my preference. Yes, and obviously they got the short coaches, but obviously if they made a lot of the true size coach, that would go around the second radius. Let's have a look at one of the HSTs. Yep, this is the motor. It's a little bit heavier, and I can see a motor in the window. Oh yeah, this brings back so many memories. The reasons behind this set is because of my uncle. So yes, it's not. It's not. Well, it's. How can I put it? It's basically the locomotives. This is what I'm going to say. The locomotives are my uncle's, but the set isn't. I had to make it up. Because obviously he lost the box a long time ago, but I managed to get hold of the original box again. Sometimes you can do that, and I've placed it all back in the box as it would have been during that period of time. If that makes sense. And obviously the paperwork, it belongs to something else, but it was included in the box when I got it. And obviously with the track as well. But these units are my uncle's. So all I did was get a box to put it in, how it's supposed to be. Like I said, I'm funny in that sense. I like to keep everything all together and keep it as original as possible. Yes. Look at that. Obviously, I've run her. She's been used quite a lot. My daughter and I have played with it. The lights work. Everything works. Everything's been serviced, oiled. Because obviously this is family members' model, so you've got to look after these things, and it has been looked after. I've played with this along with my cousin when we were younger, so we've had hours of fun playing with this. So we did like the HST, because obviously I think the lights, and obviously when we built tunnels and did all sorts of things, that was interesting. And when it got dark, we used to turn the lights off in the living room. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Yeah, I do. Oh. So it means a lot. It does mean a lot. And obviously this is the dummy car. The box is really in good condition. I'm glad I've got it. Like I said, you have seen this in running in a previous video. I had a loop set up and a tunnel and a station, and my daughter was practicing stopping the train outside the station, so I was teaching her what to do. She had loads of fun. And again, that's another thing as well with my daughter. When it got dark, I turned the lights off, and then obviously she saw the lights, and obviously looking through the tunnel, I did mention that. Obviously looking through the tunnel, that's what she was doing. Her head was mainly close to the floor, looking at the tunnel and watching the train come through and the lights appearing. And she got very excited by that. She enjoyed that. And obviously enjoyed controlling it. I had set up my granddad's original controller. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It had a big dial, very big dial, and obviously I was teaching my daughter, and she found that one a lot easier to use, and it was quite soft. So she enjoyed that. I remember now. Check out the video. It is on my playlists. It was a couple of years ago, and you'll probably see this set. So yes, we've had hours of fun with this. So it's basically passed down in the family. That's the thing. It's all passed down in the family. So it's been with us for a while. And the same, like I said about my granddad's locos, and obviously they were passed to my dad, and then passed to my uncle, and passed down to me. So hours of fun, you see, and we've had them in the family for a long time. So yeah, it means a lot. That's why I had to get the original box, so I can keep it all nice and neat. How it came. So it's in its it's not, well, it's a replica box basically. Well, it's not a replica box. It's a box that it should have been in. Yes. Mark III, obviously the short versions. Like I said, I own quite a few of these. Obviously I got some, I haven't got them out actually, that's a pity. I have a rake. I can make a rake with these, because I got I got a few more of these. The Taurus Standard opens. And I've got another first class that makes up 2 first class, and I think I've got 4 of these all in all. And I've also got the Buffett restaurant car, and my nan and granddad bought that from one Christmas for me. I think about 1987 I got that. Yes, and I still have it. So it completes the rake, you see. That's what we did as well, so we can complete the rake. And obviously when I used to go around, my uncles and me and my cousin, we used to have running sessions. I used to bring some of the rolling stock with me, and then we'll put it all together and run it. Fun times. Fun times, yeah, the first class. Depicted by the yellow stripe there. And obviously it says first in the corner there. So yeah, I have another one of these, so it makes up the rake. The numbers aren't applied. Yeah, that's another thing. I can't remember this set still. It's got I think the numbers are in here. It's got 00, but you can add extra numbers. I do remember it, but we never did it. I think the Buffett restaurant already had numbers applied, if I remember correctly. Yes, I think. No, I don't. I think we might have put numbers on the other roll. Oh, yeah, the other stock we have got the numbers on. Sure of it. I remember doing something. Right. Oh yeah, controller. Yes, that's why. This is the control unit you get with it. I have this in another set somewhere. That is I don't know. It's like a notch one. But obviously you can see, no plug. Yes, that's why we used my granddad's controller as well. And it was easy for my daughter to operate. Yes, I do remember now. Yeah, obviously I'm going to have to use another controller. Yes, right. There's nothing left for me to do apart from set the track up and get her running. Alright, yep, we're back in the room. I've left the unclopping ramp bit out. Yes, I was right. They are the transfer numbers. Have I got it the right way around? Obviously depicting Western region. So they need to be put on the model to make up the numbers. I think, if I remember correctly, you line up the two O's and then put this over the top. Yes, so still have them. Obviously this one wasn't put on. I remember putting them on the other. I swear we put them on the other rolling stock. Okay, focus is going funny there. The post lady gave me my Backman Collectors Club, so I got that to look forward to go through. Right, let's run her. Excuse if you see me in the background. Wow, look at her go. Oh dear. That's good. You can see the lights as well. When it comes around the loop, this side, yeah, you see the lights. Absolutely brilliant. And the good thing as well, I hadn't had to do anything. I just set the track up and put the loco on and it ran. Obviously the last time I cleaned the track, it's still okay. I've had no issues. I haven't had to mess around. The loco was fine. Obviously I gave it a full service this one. Yes, and she's running absolutely fine. Wow. For over a 40-year-old model, yeah, look at her. She's purring. Yeah, and obviously there was extra track in this. I remember last time. So I laid all the track that I had in the box. But like I said, the curves, I like the second radius curves. It makes a whole difference It's not running around a really tight loop going crazy. You know what I mean? This is quite a nice size loop. And also, I forgot to say, I remember when I was younger, my uncle gave me the extra long straights, so we didn't have to lay all individual short straights. So we just laid these extra long straights to make up all configurations, so we didn't have to lay loads of short R600s. That was, yeah, steel track, by the way. Like this is steel track, but obviously where I've last cleaned it, I looked at it, it's looked okay. I've just set it up. I know some of the fish plates I've replaced, I've done that, and it makes a whole world of difference. But like I said, this loco's had a lot more care, because obviously we've had this for a while. Yeah, she's running fine. Right, let's see if I get her to go in the other direction. Because she is a HST after all. Excuse if you see me in shot. Alright, flick the direction. Hopefully she behaves. She did last time when my daughter played with it. No, I think we have a derailment. Oh, last time we did it, maybe I went too fast. We'll try again. No, I don't think she behaved last time. Yeah, I don't think she likes that. Let me try something. Excuse me being unshot. I know this sounds weird, sometimes this makes a difference. Right. Give it another try. No. She did it last time with my daughter, and I did it on video. Yeah. Might be. There's a wire in here, see, and it might be restricting the movement on the bogies. May do it. We did it last time. Ah, there we go. I was right. do apologise about that. I was right. You can sort of see the lights going. Let me darken the room. They're flashing a little bit. Yeah, on the bogie there's a wire for the lights, and that, if that's not in the right place, it could. It's got a diode on it, so it's got a. It's a tough wire, and that could restrict the bogie from turning. So all I did was take the bogie out and move the diode over a little bit, so that the bogie can turn, and that's all it was. So now she's running. Oh, obviously you learn these things when you've been messing around with model railways. Back to backs as well are another thing, but I know that this is okay, because that's when I went through the service regime. The back to backs, I got all checked and configured to how I want them, so I can enjoy reliable running. So it's just the wire. It's quite, what it is it's not a soft wire, not a multi-core wire. It's a diode, a component that blocks electricity in one direction. That's why you have them in there. So depending on the direction that the HST is travelling, you have the lights. It's obviously travelling this way, so the lights will light up. A little bit flickery, so maybe I might need to alter the wiring in that. But look at her go. Oh, and I wish you could smell the room as well. The aroma that the motor's giving off, the smell. Oh, that brings back memories. Oh, look at her go. I really do like, I like the original HST. Obviously it's a childhood thing, so my cousin and I had many hours playing with this, and obviously we've extended the rake. We have extra Mark 3s to add to it, but I'm afraid I haven't got them down at the moment, so I can't. Maybe I might do that in another video. You can see the full rate going. That might be something I could do in the future. Alright, I have made, this video is going on a little bit longer than anticipated, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And please comment and subscribe, like, whatever, everything helps. Please help me, help me build this channel up again. And soon, hopefully soon, we'll have the outbuilding built and a proper purpose-built layout housed in it, so I can run all my models. Right, I'll see you guys. Thank you for watching. Oh dear.